Peace. One of the most continually beautiful things that I've been blessed to witness in my life. And maybe it will sound silly to some people, I do not know, but it is not to me. It is very serious. Is to be able to witness the quality of my own heart. I'm 30 years old now. And I've lived through a lot of things. And if I'm blessed enough to, I will continue to live through many things that are difficult. And what I'm very grateful for, and anything that is gained or perceived to be gained or perceived to be lost, I get to witness what my heart is, what the quality of my human heart is, the character of it, the resilience of it, that it can be destroyed in so many ways, and it just remains. It just remains. There's a certain care that I have for all of humanity and for all of life that is just tremendously beautiful to me. And it is not to say that I'm some perfect thing, or that I'm always acting in such a perfect way, or that everything within me is always such a perfect thing. It is anything but that. It is that I have witnessed completely the destruction of my being in so many ways, things that I held so dearly to me. Ideals that I had, different things, relationships. What something could have been, and to be able to put the pieces back together and still have the same kind of like a childlike innocence, the ability to still desire to love and just to wish well for everyone, There's something very funny, a human being is always trying to attain a certain type of a perfect love. And in so many ways, this leads us to God. And whenever you find God, you'll be redirected back to yourself with a task to sort of reflect that perfect love, to become an image of it. And I would not say that I have attained, that perfect love, but I'm always walking towards it. And I'm always very surprised at what I can go through and still care for people and still wish them well. And that it is fairly easy to do that. To be able to see people who perhaps do not care for you well, who maybe do not like you or what you seem to be to them. And just still admire them, to still be able to see beautiful qualities in them. Even in people who perhaps, they have not behaved very well. We are all children, let us remember. And even with people that perhaps in their life have had some difficulty in bringing out their own goodness, to still be able to see it, to be able to really look at a person and see them as the highest that they could be. Or to try and envision that, envision your own version of that. And to admire real qualities about people. Not to put them on a pedestal. Not to place them in high places that you must look up to. But to admire the unique thing that God has created in a human being. And not for that beauty to be lost, if perhaps it is not reciprocated or returned to you. To be able to love the thief and the addict and the adulterer and the killer and the liar. To see good qualities in all of these imperfect things that a human being can be, and to understand that they are you, that those qualities exist within you too, and that it could easily be you who is in their shoes, who is walking in that path. And that is such a beautiful thing. Nothing that I'm saying am I attempting to give credit to myself at all. And more so attempting to communicate a beauty that has been revealed to me through my heart that God has granted me, that I may see beautiful qualities in imperfect things, to be able to see the God that's living in a human being, even a wretched one, even one that has been terrible. But it is so much more simple than that. It is so much more simple than that, and it is so much more profound. And I'm sure I do not know how to explain it, but perhaps in my inability to explain it, perhaps it is familiar to you that you have experienced a quality of your own heart in your interactions with the life that is upon the earth and that is within you and that exists in every human being, that there is something very special going on, and that it is easier than not to wish well for it, for the life that is existing in all things, for it to be worthy of love. So I would encourage you, and I would wish it for you, that in your ups and in your downs in your life, in the rights and in the wrongs, as we walk this path, our own imperfection and that of others, that you witness the quality of your heart to be this redeeming place of God, this perfect love within this imperfect vessel, and that you can see it in all others, and that you are happy and grateful for that. Not for the riches of the world, but for those that are within you, and that we can share in that together. What a beautiful thing that is, And whatever it takes to bring you to that, to bring that revelation upon you, that beauty, that love, that God that is within, whatever it takes to get you there, it is a fair cost. Because it is what is redeeming. It is what is meant to be found for any who is lost. And I marvel at it. The quality of heart I have been allowed to witness. And I wish it upon you as well. And for every human being, if you have ever had a place within my heart, I thank you so much for it. I do not so much at this place in my life, I do not particularly care what has happened or what has not. But I am grateful for the experience and for the life that I am and for the life that you are. And for what is to come. And for what has been. And I think that is what we are all searching for in so many ways. It is so simple. It is just gratitude and life and love. And that is pretty special, I think. That is simply your nature. To find it out. To uncover what is hidden within. Little secrets revealed that it has always been there. And that it will never leave. And let us have thanks in that together. Peace.